What a week it's been for our country, and I'm sure that, like me, your hearts have been heavy over the tragedies that have unfolded. We look around at the world today so filled with hate, violence, and suffering, and our hearts cry out to God for deliverance. In Psalm 61, David too cries out, "Hear my cry, O God." Even though he was a great king, David knew that he desperately needed God. Hello, this is Lisa Moore from the Christian Kitchen Table with this week's Sip of the Word. In Psalm 61:2, David says, "From the end of the earth I call to you when my heart is faint." We've all had times when our hearts grow faint and become consumed by discouragement and fear. And it's during those times when we need to pray more and draw nearer to God. For the Lord is our higher rock, our unshakable foundation that will never fail. No matter what is going on in this fallen world, He goes before us and makes our path straight. Deuteronomy 33:26 reminds us that there is none like you, God, O Jeshurun, who rides through the heavens to your help, through the skies in His majesty. The eternal God is your dwelling place, and underneath are the everlasting arms. It's easy to fall into a state of anxiety and fear, and it's natural to want to feel safe and protected, and to worry about our safety and the safety of our loved ones. But fear is a weapon of the enemy. Satan fills our minds with what-if scenarios that all result in defeat. As Christians, we have the power to overcome that fear. We can claim the promises of God, who says that those who trust in Him and not the world can live in peace and joy. Even when the storm rages around us, we can have freedom from worry and fear. King David, who was protected by a mighty armor, knew better than to place his security in chariots and soldiers. He knew that it was only God who could lead him safely to triumph. The world is rapidly becoming more dangerous by the day, and although we have no control over what happens around us, we can control how we react. We can either cower and hide, living a life of worry and fear, or we can trust in God, who promises to be a tower of strength against the enemy. And although at times it can feel almost impossible to keep going, or that we aren't making a difference and that the enemy is winning, remember Galatians 6:9, which tells us to not lose heart in doing good, for in due time we will reap if we do not grow weary. Now more than ever, I pray we never grow weary and give in to the enemy. Instead, may we keep praising the Lord and spreading the good news in boldness and love. May we stand strong against fear and take refuge in the shelter of the loving wings of the Lord. This is Lisa Moore from the Christian Kitchen Table saying, "The grass may wither and the flower may fade, but the word of our God will stand forever."